here we go. You know, you look big and strong, so we're gonna make you the flesh, okay? And you the mind, and this is the spirit. So now the flesh grabs hold to the mind and says, get him a good lock arms with it. He said, this is what we're gonna do. He said, look, this is what we're gonna do. He said, we've been doing it all a while. This is what we're going to do. And he said, and we just did it last week. He said, come on, we're going to keep doing it. And the spirit says, now wait a minute. He's telling you that. But the truth of the matter is, you are in charge. You are in charge. Now, by yourself, you pulling with him back and forth like a tug of war. Grab him under his arm like this with this arm. You pulling him under his arm back and forth is like a tug of war. But if you decide, but it's on you now, because the mind, the center of the mind is the will. If you decide, I'm out here saying, here's a lifeboat now. If you hook up with me, the two of us, he's a big guy, but the two of us can pull it. The two of us can pull him. No, don't let him go. We're going to pull him up. We're going to pull him the way we want to go. We're going over here. Give God some praise. We're going to the right. We're going over this way. We're going to... Now, I just gave us all the secret to everything. Your weight control. Your mouth control. Everything. Everything. Your flesh wants to go left. Your flesh says he wants to be in charge. But basic math said two can be one. But the man in the middle is in charge. And he has to decide whether he's tired of the temporary pleasure for a larger, greater gain. He said, yeah, that felt good, but it seemed like every time I did it afterwards, I sure had a lot of regret. Oh, man, I'm so tired of hungover New Year's days. Oh, man, yeah, I was out all night and I did all that stuff, but I sure, ooh, this ain't no way to start no New Year. But next year, next year, I'm going to, he said, no. He said, come on over here. He said, we can do this thing. Now, he said, I'm going to tell you now. He gonna keep pulling. But the two of us, as long as you lock up with me, the word and the spirit, we got him. Give God some praise. We got it. We got it. We got it. Church, let's do this. In the new information, I want to leave this with you. We spent a lot of time reviewing. That's good, because a lot of you weren't here last week, and I wanted to do that. But lesson number 2 is entitled, Why Do We Need Faith, Hope, and Love? And we'll get more into it next week, but let me just leave this with you, if nothing else. Why do we need faith, hope, and love? Here's what I want to leave with you. Because we had a faith movement in this country. You all know we had a lot of churches that, word of faith movement. We had a lot of big teaching on faith. And that was good and bad. It was good because it made people understand that faith is powerful. But here was the problem. The problem wasn't the power of faith. The problem was the purpose of faith. Somebody say purpose. Purpose. Yeah, correct purpose. Now watch this. People began to believe that the purpose of faith was to get things. To get material things. Oh, I need faith. I need that big house. Oh, I need faith. I need that new car. Ooh, I need faith. I need some more money. Now, is Pastor saying that faith won't get you any of those things? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to tell you is that that's not the highest and best purpose of faith. Okay? Are you hearing me? I'm not saying you can't use faith to get some material things. I'm saying it's not the highest and best use of faith, and I'm going to tell you what is. Somebody say, tell us, Pastor. Tell us. All right, here's what I'm going to leave you with today. I'm going to teach you the purposes of faith. And I'm going to give you the highest one. First one is the primary function and purpose of faith, first of all, is to fulfill the plan of God for our lives. In other words, like I told you, God has a plan for your life. But you won't walk in it unless you operate in faith. If you operate in faith, you'll be able to fulfill the plan of God for your life. Why? Because first of all, you got to believe that there is a God. Then you got to believe that he has this plan. And then you got to believe that if you believe that, he'll reward you for your faith. Say amen. Amen. All right. Secondly, what's the purpose of faith? To have victory in our lives in spite of the attacks of the enemy and the trials of life. What is the purpose of faith? That means that the purpose of your faith is not only for you to walk out your destiny, but it is to overcome the trials of life. Because trials are going to happen. Say amen. Amen. The Bible said, Jesus said in John 16:33, he said, in this world you shall have what? Tribulation. So stop tripping and acting like, why me? It's in this world. When sin came into the world, trials and tribulation came into the world. Okay? That's why you're going to need faith, because God said if you have faith, you can overcome. Now listen, you got to get this. This is it. The number one reason that you need faith. This is the number one. Somebody say number one. Number one. This is the number one reason, and it is to please God in our relationship with him and man. Amen. What? What did you just say, Pastor? You mean the number one reason is not to get some stuff? No. You mean the number one reason is so that I can be rich and famous? No. The number one reason you need faith is to please God and man. To please God in your relationship with God and man. In other words, let me say it to you like this. The great and second great commandment is to love God and then to love your neighbor and yourself. And in order to do that, you're going to need faith. Amen. See, faith works by love, but love works by faith. And if you don't have the faith, you're not going to be able to love God, and you're not going to be able to love others as yourself. Just think about it. If you took faith and said, from this, watch this now, this is a breaking news, life-changing statement. If you took faith and were serious about it to treat everybody as you wanted to be treated. I know you've heard it before. That's the second greatest commandment. But if you got serious about that and every day was conscious about it and said, you know what? I'm going to treat everybody the way I want to be treated, your life would change dramatically.